Everyone, welcome back to Lightning Push King.
I'm Alexander Boyd.
Today we're having game rundown number 14. Alex is our host today. We're going to break down the biggest game topics of the past couple weeks. So let's get started.
It's been a while. What's up, guys? Are you guys ready for Watch Dogs 2? Did you watch Watch Dogs 2? Did you care about Watch Dogs 2? Do you even care about Watch Dogs 1?
You know what? I actually got it again like a few weeks ago, and I even bought the season pass this time.
Okay.
Kind of in anticipation of, I wanted to get back in the world and really figure out, did I really dislike it? Because I think I gave it like a, when we were using fives, I think I gave it like a 2 or 3 out of 5 or something like that. So it's still kind of a boring game just because it's incredibly repetitive and there's so much side content, but it's like all the same exact thing. I think if they made it a lot shorter, it would have been awesome,
Yeah, like I was so excited about this.
The concept,
yeah,
right?
like when I first saw the trailer, like, this game is for me. This is just mine. So the weird part about Watch Dogs 2 is how it came out.
Yes.
Like, okay, so we even have in the notes here is Watch Dogs 2 confirmed due to programmer's work profile. Ubisoft claims a new AAA game will be unveiled in the fall 2015 and released in Q1 2016. So obviously this is all pointing at Watch Dogs.
Yes.
And also, you're the one who actually told me about it, is that when he had this in his profile, that everyone started messaging him and telling him to put it down. Was this the one?
No, that was for
something else.
Fallout.
Moving on.
No, but it was similar stuff with this. It was on his profile and stuff. I think he did take it down, but he said that he was like a graphic performer on Watch Dogs 2 or something like that.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, Watch Dogs 2 is coming. I think we know that now.
Yeah.
When is the question? But I think that if they want to kind of Watch Dogs sold really well. So I think if they want to keep on that train, I think 2016 is the time to put it out. So. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Again, this franchise could have become something cool, but I already lost hope. The first one is the one who sets it all.
Yeah.
So, like, it sets the pace, sets everything. So, anyways, Yooka-Laylee unveiled. Okay, how do you feel about Yooka-Laylee? Have you been keeping up on this? Have you guys been keeping up on this?
Yeah, I've actually been checking the Kickstarter. I was pretty much like every, like 5 days and stuff, and it's crazy the amount of money that they have made on this game. I think that their goal at first was like 500,000. The last time I checked, they were already like at 2 million. So they have made bank on this game already. This game is coming, and it's coming to all platforms. They reached every single goal that they had. They had to keep making new goals to get people to keep doing it. Like, oh, we're gonna add an orchestra score of the soundtrack and stuff. So it's getting kind of pointless at this time, unless they bring out something new, like maybe like a multiplayer mode. That'd be kind of cool. But anyway, the biggest thing here though is that it shows that we are ready for the return of the platformers. So you may ask, how do we know that you guys are platformer fans? Okay, Super Mario 64, Glover, Glover. Okay, no one even knows about the game.
Yeah.
But, Glover, Donkey Kong 64, Croc, Gex.
Oh, Gex the Gecko.
Banjo Kazooie. Yeah. So you can tell obviously
Nostalgia.
we know our platformers. I mean, we grew up like we had every other system before, but we grew up on the 64. And that's where platformers really began and everything like that. So I'm ready for it. I love Banjo-Kazooie. I love Banjo-Tooie.
Okay, I'm the only one who hates these names. Look at this one right here too, Yooka-Laylee.
Yeah, I don't like the characters in Yooka-Laylee, but I will play it just for the sense that I want to support this movement of the return of platformers. The thing I'm worried about is that we saw when like these 8-bit side scrollers returned, and they made like Shovel Knight and they made Braid, and they made all these kind of indie games. They all we're all gonna make 8-bit.
Super Meat Boy.
And now the whole market has become oversaturated with so many 8-bit
Limbo
copies and stuff. No, but that was not 8-bit. So I mean, it's just too much. So I want a lot of platforms to come back, but I don't want like an oversaturation game, because that's what killed that market all the time. So
Yep.
So we'll see what happens.
So next up is My Broken Heart.
Yep.
Okay, this is Silent Hills got canceled. Del Toro expressed his sadness and what it could have been for the game, and he says he would be on board if somebody picks it up, which we believe nobody will. So if you guys actually played PT, which nobody knew what it was at the time, until obviously the end. You guys who actually cracked that code of you using a headset during the right time, weird babies talking, awesomeness. That PT was so good. Did you get to play PT? Did you ever play PT? Did you see any footage?
I downloaded it. I saw a lot of the footage and stuff. I don't think actually I played like just a second of it and stuff, but I did download it and everything like that. So Yeah, no more Silent Hills. I can't say I wasn't a fan of Silent Hills, the series to begin with. I appreciate the Resident Evil series. I think that's kind of what began the new horror genre of like the PlayStation and up and everything. And Silent Hills came after that to kind of bank on that market and stuff. But Hideo Kojima attached to anything, I will buy that game. I will pre-order it, and I will pre-order the collector's edition because Hideo Kojima is one of my favorite creative leads on games. You know, right there with Tetsuya Nomura. So there's not really many other names like that you know that they're gonna make a good game. And PT was the best horror experience I've ever seen in my life.
Felt so
The
good.
best. The graphics I think are still the best, you know, in-house environment graphics I've ever seen. That beats that whooped Call of Duty. That whooped Grand Theft Auto. Those are like the greatest. You know, I don't know. It was just insane. And then adding Del Toro, it's just like I'm not a big fan of a lot of his work, but as a creative designer, he's kind of like Tim Burton for me as well. Like those guys, they know how to create worlds, and you would have seen the most twisted monsters, the ones you can't see on movies. Like those monsters would have been in this game.
Yeah, that would have been insane.
So it's just sad. You know?
Guess we have to go back to play Outlast. Okay, so Disney Infinity 3.0 announced. So I don't care. Do you care?
Just from the sense of from the Star Wars fan of me, I think it's awesome, and I think they're gonna make bank. The same way that what 2.0 did. I hate the whole 2.0, 3.0 thing. It's kind of confusing for the mass audience. I worked in a retail store when Disney Infinity came out, and when 2.0 was around the corner, people were already getting really confused. But overall, just bringing in Star Wars, the trailer was awesome. I mean, they're bringing the Clone Wars kind of look from it, which I didn't like, but it does work in Disney Infinity and stuff. So I think that this actually can make this into like that. I think this could kill Skylanders and stuff. So it's kind of weird. We're gonna have a deep thoughts on Toys to Life maybe next week.
Amiibos.
Amiibo, Skylanders, Lego Dimensions, and Disney Infinity. So
I haven't done that with Pokemon yet.
that's they did with Pokemon Rumble. It just came out really bad. I have some. So yeah.
Fine, let's do Yu-Gi-Oh. There you go.
Oh god.
Come on, he did it. He did it in real life. Okay, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 confirmed for this year. Okay, so do you guys remember those songs that you didn't know unless you know the Tony Hawk song? Yeah, I remember that. There's a couple of songs that I just hear. It's like, oh, I heard that in Tony Hawk. I don't know what this is. So how do you feel about this? Like, I guess I don't think I'll go out and buy it. How do you feel about it?
I honestly like. I mean, they made the HD little kind of not really collection, but a little HD version like a year ago or something, and I didn't really like it because it only had like one map from Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1. Honestly, I would just like a Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1, like, not shot for shot, but like, you know, I guess, I don't know how to say it in game, but, you know, kind of level by level remake of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1, 2, and 3. And just put that in HD version of all three of those games. But if Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 is just that, then I'm for it. I'm going to buy it either way just because that's one of my favorite. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, I think is one of the greatest games ever made. Just because it's so different. I think it's like a must play. It's a must play for people to really understand how what these consoles can move like and what kind of stuff they can create from a physics and gameplay design perspective. I think every designer should play those games. You know?
Yeah, that makes
it's
sense.
an important series. So yeah.
And everybody should pick Bam Margera.
before that guy was in those games. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever happened to him? Like, is he so scary? Okay. Oculus Rift set to release in Q1 2016. Is this too early for Oculus Rift? Is it going to be for? I'm assuming it's for video games.
No,
right?
actually, from a business standpoint, it's actually I think it's the right time. And if anything, I think it's a little bit late. I think that if they would have brought this thing out this year, it probably would have been able to gain some speed. You know, as far as like sales goes and everything, and by 2016, that thing probably would have blown up. I think they're pushing it. It's taking way too long to get VR out. Listen, as a consumer, okay, that was my business side. From a consumer standpoint, I'm not into VR.
Not interested.
It's not even VR. It's just putting a screen this close. That's pretty much what it is. It's not really virtual reality. The only thing that makes it virtual reality is that you can move your head and stuff, but that's more motion gaming than anything. So it's pretty much a motion reality. Oh, I just coined that term. So it's a motion reality because it's just really just putting a screen this close, which I don't even think is good for you, but putting a screen this close, which is pretty much what the Virtual Boy was.
Yeah.
Except that it was stationary and where this one is combining with motion gaming, which is, you can move your head and stuff like that. And sure, I know it's a cool concept, it's really cool in theory and stuff, and this is coming from someone who has not actually tested it out yet, so maybe I will be blown away and I'll eat my words. But from everything I've seen so far, it's just very gimmicky to me. And it's trying to bring back a technical. So what's next? The Power Glove is next. We're gonna bring back the Power Glove. So I don't know. I'm still not for it. Project Morpheus is supposed to come out in the same time frame. So I don't know. If they want virtual reality to work, though, it has to come out in 2016.
Morpheus is the one for Sony, right?
Yes.
I would only get that if it was bundled. If it was bundled with Talladega Nights. Watch Talladega Nights.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just weird.
Okay, and then next up is Iwata states that the new Nintendo online platform will be connected through multiple devices with one single account. That sounds like great new technology.
Mm-hmm.
Brand new.
That we've had since 2006.
Wow!
Yeah, it's just
late for the game.
Again, Nintendo playing catch up as usual.
Okay, well, hope for the best, because we do need something better, and I guess the NX will finally be able to handle all that stuff, whatever it is. Ubisoft, I don't even know what that's. Annecy joins development team for The Division. Okay, they worked on Assassin's Creed, Splinter Cell multiplayer. Now The Division has 4 teams working on it, with Massive Entertainment being the lead developer. Is of course delayed. Because everything's delayed. Quarter 1, 2016.
Yeah, this is the one that I think everyone kind of called it. We called it, of course, first, like when we saw it, pretty much. There was no way that game was going to come out in 2015.
It's a huge game.
Yeah, well, at least we want it to be, right? We want it to be, and especially after, looking at Destiny. When Destiny was coming out, I still have the posters, okay? Like, I pre-ordered that game a year before it was available. Like, once I saw it, I pre-ordered it at the store I was working for, and I was spreading the word. And I think the reason why they sold so many was because I was giving them so much free publicity. It was insane, and it was the one that really caught me off guard, and it really just showed me no, like I know you have a good taste for games, but this game it was not what I was expecting. So Division is one of those games that I wouldn't mind if that's delayed to 2018, because I want it to be perfect. I don't want this game to be anything less than a 10 out of 10. I wanted to, so...
The only way they could do stuff like that is to not talk about it at all.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
Not talk about it and just come out when it comes out.
We had this big rant on the other day for Deep Thoughts with Witcher and everything, which you guys haven't even seen yet, but you probably at this time you will... No. Actually, yeah, you probably will have seen it by this point. But the thing is that, again, it's just stop showing us so much footage. And again, it's probably not going to look like the trailer anyway, so, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Fallout 4 confirmed! Exclamation mark, question mark. Okay, so LinkedIn profile accounts going up, and studios sending frantic emails to have the news taken down. Cinematics made by Del Toro Studio. So we're all familiar with Guillermo del Toro. He has his own studio thing, so it's going to make it look pretty and all that good stuff. So Fallout 4 is something that's been up there and lost in space for so long. We've been expecting it, and for some reason, well, I guess every year we do this, because I was going to say for some reason everybody's talking about it now, but I think we've been doing this at every E3. So it's going to come out this time. It's happening.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about this? Do you think this confirms it? Is this actually happening?
Yeah, I'm confirming Fallout 4 right now.
Confirmed.
Based on everything I've found right now and researched and heard about and all these kind of stuff and leaks like this, yeah, I'm going to confirm Fallout 4. It will be at Bethesda's E3 this year, and we will get a trailer for it. Will it be this cinematic trailer they're talking about? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. I think it would be a good way to roll it out. But what this tells me is I'm probably not going to see this game until late 2016, if anything. But yeah, Fallout 4.
So you wrote down here Rainbow Six 1013. What does that even mean?
Oh yes, Rainbow Six Siege.
Siege.
That's a release date for Rainbow Six Siege is
so it's coming out this year.
October 13th.
I can't wait till next month. They say it's delayed.
Yeah, it's weird because we saw The Division first in 2013.
Yeah.
And then it was pushed to 20. No, sorry. It was gonna be released in 2014, and in 2014. We saw Siege for the first time, and we were blown away. That was our surprise of
that was
the year.
What is this?
We were what the heck is this? It's crazy. 2 Tom Clancy games, whatever. And I expect the Siege to take a long time because that thing looked pre-alpha as heck. It still doesn't look that good from a graphics, from a design standpoint. It does not look good still. But gameplay-wise, it looks ready.
It looks fun.
It looks definitely ready. It looks really fun to play. But I mean, as you stated, a good point was that it is so much smaller in scope than Division, so it does kind of make sense. I'm just glad we're getting a game finally, is here this year. Because I'm worried, like, what else am I going to play after the summer? After Metal Gear and Batman, there's like nothing else. Everything's been delayed. So I mean, I'm glad that we're finally going to get at least one shooter that is not Call of Duty this year.
So, do you guys remember Konami? Because Konami is to switch focus on mobile. Says that mobile is future of games. Okay, so get ready for those microtransactions because Konami's helping you with them.
Yeah, it's just crazy. It's disgraceful. It's ungrateful.
You don't want like a Konami version of Candy Crush?
It's just the thing I hate about it is that, I mean, again, I'm not a mobile guy. I check my phone. I don't have any games on my phone. I love companion apps. I think most of them are kind of jargon and they're very unnecessary. But I love the concept of companion apps. I think every game coming out this point forward should have a companion app.
The Division will help. That will help.
Oh yeah, that one looks awesome, and I believed in companion apps since the end of the PS3 era. I thought everyone should have one. So, but the thing is that we're talking about actual mobile games. Prepare for Metal Gear Solitaire, Metal Gear Tetris, and Metal Gear Flappy Bird, and
it's gonna have card system,
and Castlevania, Angry Birds, and crap like that. It's upsetting. But the worst thing about it is that they come out and say, "Oh yeah, we're leaving because mobile is the future of games."
Yes.
Like, no, it's not. And we've already King.com, the guys who made Candy Crush, just reported that their fiscal year this time over, I think in the one before that, has been going down. Mm-hmm. They're actually losing revenue at this point. I mean, those games are really old, sure, but they're actually starting to lose revenue because people are, I mean, it's just, yeah, I know people are buying lives and stuff like that all the time. I know it's ridiculous, but mobile is not the future of gaming. Mobile is its own platform, and it should be respected as a mobile platform. I have nothing against people who mobile game, but don't tell me it's the future of gaming.
I'm against you.
It's
mobile
ridiculous.
Gamers. I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up we got Sony opens the Northwest Studio to focus on Morpheus games. I think this is awesome news.
Yeah.
Actually, something just focusing on it. I like it. Your thoughts?
Completely agreeing. Sony has a lot of studios that make games for PlayStation all over the world, pretty much a lot of them in Europe, and I think this is Northwest London. Mm-hmm. So I like that they're opening up and they're putting down. They're not just talking the talk. They're putting their money where their mouth is, and here we're going to invest in the studio to make games exclusively for the Morpheus. So I'm for that.
Yeah, that's something that Xbox had a problem with in the 360 days was when Kinect came out, and they didn't really focus on it because you could tell that they just throw these small games and just toss it out. Like, there's a Kinect game, there's a Kinect game too, and this one Morpheus, like, that actually looks like they're actually...
They had Rare making Kinect games.
Yeah.
What? Sense.
So it's nice to see somebody actually caring about their project and focusing on it. I don't know what's going to happen with it yet because I don't know what's happening with VR.
Not interested.
But hopefully they bring us something good that will be the VR seller.
Yes.
Okay, so then we got...
Well, bring us the PS4 seller first, and then we can talk about...
That's true. What am I waiting? Final Fantasy versus... Oh wait,
but even
now
15. Those aren't exclusive.
Yeah, see, so it's not even...
Yeah, bring us the PS4 seller first.
I don't know. We just have this giant eraser here, just hanging out with too many controllers and all the gadgets for some reason you bought. Anyways, so next up we got Need for Speed Reboot, because you know that story, right? You know that story of Need for Speed and his need for speeding?
You mean the movie?
Okay, the movie helps, I guess. I guess there's a story there. We got Jesse running away from Breaking Bad days.
Yep.
So, and then for some reason Birdman or...
Oh, I know, yeah, Batman, Birdman.
Yep. Bat Birdman, he's just talking. Just for no reason, he's just talking. So we need a reboot for this, right? Do we really?
It's just, well, I mean, I haven't played Need for Speed since Hot Pursuit. I know people love Most Wanted, but I never played Most Wanted. I thought Hot Pursuit 1 and 2 were like the best Need for Speeds that we've had. People love Most Wanted. I respect that. Those things, even like 2 years after in my store, they were selling for like $40 though. They still sold all the time. That and Skate 3. Not sure why. Both those games sold all the time. It's just, I mean, they're building it from the ground up. And last year was the first year that we didn't have a Need for Speed. Usually we have them every year. So I like that they took the time. They're refreshing the series and stuff. That's cool. But the thing is that I really, really badly want a racing game to get back into. I was hoping Drive Club was that.
Burnout Club.
And it came out and didn't work. Then I was hoping The Crew was going to be that game for me.
Oh, yeah.
And I tried the demo and it just controlled like Watch Dogs, which is not really good. And I don't know. I'm hoping for a racing game. I don't think Need for Speed is that. I'm kind of over the whole. You're driving away and cops are kind of there. I kind of want something innovative and just kind of different. So something very much like Drive Club mixed with Forza with Crew. So I'm not really sure that Need for Speed is going to be that, but I don't know. You played a lot of Need for Speed, so
Yeah, and I'm gonna call it now. Okay, this is me calling it. Need for Speed. They're gonna turn this into Grand Theft Auto.
interesting.
That's what's gonna end up happening. It's just like you need to do this, boom, and then there better be a Drive DLC because I want to be Ryan Gosling just driving from cops.
I thought you were going to say like Fast and Furious or something, but that would be funny.
That works.
Drive DLC.
Yeah, Drive DLC. It's happening. Confirmed. I'm confirming it. Okay, then we got Red Dead 3. Okay, Rockstar San Diego list job searching. So, Red Dead 3. What do you want to be called?
The one I heard a while back was Red Dead Rebellion. I think that'd be kind of cool. The first one was Red Dead Revolver, then Red Dead Redemption, which is a perfect game, which everyone should play. It doesn't age well, but it is a perfect game. I would love to see something like Red Dead Rebellion or something like that.
That works.
Anyway, so Red Dead 3, I was so hyped when I was hearing the news. I sent everyone a text. I was like, Red Dead 3, Red Dead 3. It just goes to show you that I'm more excited for Red Dead 3 than Batman Arkham Knight. And Batman is probably my favorite fictional character of all time. I'm more excited for Red Dead 3 than Metal Gear Solid 5. Metal Gear 4 and Metal Gear 1 being one of my favorite franchises of all time in media, you know. So Red Dead 3, I'm just so hyped for that game because, again, Red Dead Redemption was a perfect game as far as I'm concerned. So, I mean, this doesn't confirm it just yet, but it does show that San Diego is looking for jobs and they're gearing up for a new project. We hear keywords that are like trying tree detail. You know, what has more trees than Red Dead Redemption? Not really much.
Witcher.
The Witcher. Good point. So, I think it's safe to say that it is Red Dead 3 unless they're making the next Grand Theft Auto, which I doubt. So, yeah.
Just Cause.
Just Cause. Yeah. That's a
Raider.
ton of trees.
Groot, the game. Okay, then we got 2K teasing new game and what on Twitter.
Yeah.
So 2K,
yeah.
that's BioShock people, right?
Yeah, they published Bioshock. Yeah, you're right. And Evolve just recently.
Oh, okay.
And the really crappy 2K sport games. So, yeah, I'm not a terribly big fan of 2K. I guess the last game I played was Evolve, and it just turned out to be like crap, pretty much. But this game looks really intriguing. It looks like from the little marketing we saw is that it's like the city called. It's like the Advent or something like that, you know?
Oh, that's a future one.
Yeah, it's like a futuristic like kind of city, and it goes from like welcome to this new city and stuff. Very like Bioshocky, which actually means
It's Bioshock.
Could be Bioshock, but it's like a future city, and then it goes like it kind of glitches and it turns like a crumbled rubbish city. So yeah, it actually does point to Bioshock.
It's Bioshock.
I don't think it's Bioshock, but because I'm gonna hope it's not Bioshock because I know Bioshock is a massive fan. I'm not a fan of the franchise personally. But I'm gonna hope it's something like between Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed, and I got a weird kind of Brink kind of thing from it actually. So I'm hoping for something.
Brink 2.
Yeah, Brink 2 from 2K. Just something very different, and I'm hoping that it's third person because they make up too many first person games.
Okay, guys, enjoy Bioshock.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's happening. I'm confirming it. Triple confirmed. Okay, I don't even know where we are now because I
Until
lost
Dawn.
it. Okay, Until Dawn. Release date is October 25th, 2015. Ready for Halloween.
Yeah.
So you guys who bought all your costumes at Party City, all you true cosplayers who made your costumes, who spent all your money there, hopefully save some money for Until Dawn. Because this game looks awesome. I like this game a lot. It's perfect release date for it. I think you should have made it a week early probably. But this game looks really weird, really cool. Like I was freaking out when I was watching. I was like, oh crap, you gotta make every choice. It's like you're gonna be on edge the whole time. I am for this. It looks really small in scale though, so hopefully it can still be entertaining throughout the whole game.
I agree. Yeah, I'm not a big horror fan, and just in media in general. Just because, for instance, like with film, I still think Exorcist is the best horror film. And then as far as games,
Have you seen the Babadook?
Babadook, no. But as far as games go, I would probably say the best horror game is like, I mean, PT. Besides some of the Resident Evil games, which is maybe it stops at Resident Evil 4. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, horror games have not interested me in a long time just because they're more like what film is doing. They're more like, let's just be gory as possible.
Yeah.
It's not about the gore. That doesn't scare anybody anymore, especially when your gore looks like crap, you know? But, I mean, it's just that it's something that really just messes with your mind. You know, and Until Dawn seems like it's gonna do that. You know, because for instance, like I mean, it's a permadeath game where if one of your side characters dies, that's it. There's no restart. There's no respawn. It looks like one of the most realistic games we've ever seen. Very much like what LA Noire did, I think, for the open world. So I'm into it. I'm probably not gonna play it, but he probably will, and he'll probably review it for us.
Sony announces at Investor Relations Day that they are looking to capture the casual audience. While leading on third-party games for 2015, acquire casual users while further strengthening the engagement of core gamers through relevant title offerings. So this mumbo jumbo that you just heard was just that they're supposedly focusing on both people, which is trying to get the new people, trying to get just simple casual gamers, and also still keeping the core gamers. I think they're trying to please everyone, and it's impossible to do so. So your thoughts?
I completely agree. A while back, I did this short, like, you know, little game rundown kind of thing where I mentioned that one of the top guys from Sony or PlayStation said that we want Nintendo to succeed because they have to bring in the next generation of gamers, and it's nice for them to address the fact that Nintendo is their best chance of getting in those kids from 0 to maybe like 13, you know?
Yeah.
Nintendo's your best bet. When adults will come to my retail store and they ask me like what kind of console should I get for my kids, I always recommended a Nintendo. I know the Wii U is not really a good game for us, console for us, but for kids it actually is. Excuse me for just one moment. Focus on Alex right now. So
as PS President Andrew House also stated, our first party lineup is a little sparse this year, so I think this places even greater emphasis on getting good third-party support. House said.
Yeah. Dr. House said.
Dr. House.
Again,
he was in Tomorrowland.
I know. I want to see it just for House. Hugh Laurie. So, it goes back to that you can't please everyone, but at the same time, it's like you guys have to prioritize. For one, you should not be focused on the casual market. The casual market, and I respect the casual market, okay? But I think that mobile is doing a better job of that. I think Nintendo is doing a better job of that. So you should leave it at them. I don't want to see more Little Big Planet games and more Viva Pinata games, so like that. No, I want hardcore. Give me something that's gonna sell PS4s.
Fruit Ninja?
Yeah, don't give me any of that kind of stuff. So, but on this side also, our first party lineup is a little sparse this year. So they are confirming that we're probably not going to get more first party IPs this year. Maybe we'll get one, hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe from like Media Molecule or something like that, which it just sucks. The thing is that, again, third parties aren't going to sell your console, okay? Third parties are going to sell games.
Yep.
They're going to sell tons and tons of games. But the first parties are what's going to sell your console, and that's how you identify yourself. Actually, this goes back to prove what I said, 2 years ago. 2015 would be the year of Xbox. They have Halo. They have the Halo Master Chief Collection. We're probably going to get a Gears of War remaster this year.
It's happening.
You're going to get Forza 6. You're going to have Tomb Raider. It's first parties all
and the
over
new BioShock.
Hopefully not exclusive. But, I mean, they're
Fallout 4.
They're doing exactly what they have to be doing. And instead, Sony is already saying, we're going to lean on these third parties even more. That doesn't do anything for me.
It's nice that they're showing off the third parties, because I think that's what Nintendo, in a sense, went wrong.
Yeah.
So I guess they're trying. They're trying, helping everyone around. So last up, this is an interesting one. This is just interesting. Nintendo Universal partnered to develop Nintendo attractions at Universal Studios. Okay, so I don't know if this is in Hollywood or is this an Orlando location?
Assumedly it's probably going to be Orlando, because that's usually where they do their test stuff. Like they had the Spider-Man stuff there first.
They have a lot of room over there.
The Hogwarts stuff there. It's much bigger park, much nicer park. Yeah, probably before that, which sucks for us. But anyway, either way, I think this is going to be for like the kids section. I think they're going to replace. I think they already did, but remember when they used to have the Nickelodeon section there?
Yeah.
This is before your kids even knew what Nickelodeon was, but they used to have like that Splash Zone and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's just going to replace that. I don't think some people are freaking out. They're like, oh, they're gonna do a roller coaster, they're gonna do rides and stuff. Like, no, I don't think so.
Do you want to see Mario hug you like a giant man in Mario?
I would just hope that they could do like maybe little tiny kind of exhibits, you know, like where they have like a whole room. What if they did like a little Temple of Time, you know? How dope would that be? With just like all Zelda crap, you know?
That's cool.
And like a little tiny mini Mushroom Kingdom where you can your
I was
kids
just
can
gonna
just
say
kinda
that.
walk
Like, I
through.
want to go 8-bit Mario. That had just an 8-bit room, and then there's just balls of flame
Coming at you.
towards Yeah.
And chomps everywhere. So yeah,
like
so
it.
I think it'll bring some traffic to Universal, but will it get me there going all the time? No.
Will things be made out of yarn?
Oh God. And they're, you know what they're gonna, you know what this deal is for? So they can sell amiibos at Universal.
There you go. That's all it is.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching this game rundown with Alex and myself. Make sure to subscribe to Good Bad Deadly. We have these rundowns every single week. These game rundowns are published every Tuesday. So we'll see you guys here next week. Make sure to share this video with your friends and to remember to subscribe.